Hi, welcome to the 8-Minute A-Game. Come on in, I'm glad you're here. You know, right now it's the end of the year, and a lot of people at this time of year look back on last year and consider the accomplishments of their life. They look back and think about the successes and the failures and just really how things went over the past year. And then they begin to look forward and say, when it comes to my own life, what would I want to accomplish in the coming year? You know, sometimes people set New Year's resolutions. And it's a great time for that. It's a great time to tell your story to others. How's it been going when you meet with Grandma and Grandpa for Christmas or whatever, and say, hey, this is how things have been going. This is where I'm headed next year. It's definitely a great time to review your personal life mission statement. You know, we say we want to go have a successful life, and we may even break it down and say, here's what I want to go do with my life. But all too often, we don't really say, this is really how I'm going to evaluate myself against what I say. And in business, with our teams, we do the same thing. We make the same mistake. I had a great opportunity early in my life to be around people who were purposeful about the vision and the direction for their lives. One of my best friends in college and guy who lived with me for a while went on to become a Major League Baseball pitcher. Another good friend of mine became an NFL quarterback. So, I mean, these are two folks who definitely said, every day I'm going to move closer to my goal, and I know what that goal is, and I know how to evaluate myself against it, or they wouldn't have gotten there. They've had very successful lives when it comes to those career goals that they set. Well, what about you? This is a time when at the end of the year I say we need to kind of have a State of the Union. So I tell my executive coaching clients, your State of the Union should contain 3 things, and you can break this down whether you're a CEO or a GM, or you can break it down if you're just a supervisor, or you can break it down if you're just looking at your own life. The 3 things you really need to look at in the State of the Union right now would be, 1, where have you been in the last 12 months? What are the key accomplishments, 3 to 5 key accomplishments you feel that you set out to make, and you decided you were going to make it happen in this year, and these are the 3 to 5 things that just went well. It's a time for praising the team. Look at what you have done. Look at the accomplishments you've made. Great job. Okay? Now, you want to take a look forward then and say, what are the 3 to 5 things in our strategic plan, if it's a company, or if you're talking to your team, for our company's strategic plan? What are the 3 to 5 things that we need to get done? I mean, we need to get it done this year to knock it out of the park for this piece of where the company's going as a bigger team. So if you're a supervisor or you're just part of a team, you want to say, what are the 3 to 5 things I need to get done to drive my department towards its 3 to 5 things so that we can have those accomplishments and successes to talk about at the end of the year next year at our State of the Union at that time. So it's a great time for personal reflection, and then we set New Year's resolutions. We do the same thing in the company. We look back at our 3 to 5 key accomplishments, either as an individual contributor, or as a team, or as a company. That's the State of the Union piece, step 1. Then step 2 is, what are the 3 to 5 things we need to get done in the next 12 months? And then step 3 would be, I think people want to, if you're a CEO, a GM, or a supervisor, people want to hear you talk about the overarching picture. What's going on in the industry? What's going on in the political climate? Did we just have an election? Was that favorable for our business or not? Tell us where we're going. That's what they want to hear. The broader picture beyond just our little piece of the world or our company. Where do you see us going in the industry? What are the trends? So you've got a look back, a look forward, and then industry trends or a more global vision of what's to come in the next, let's say, year to 2 years. Those 3 things are important for your State of the Union address, whether you're a GM, a CEO, a supervisor, or even just looking at your own life. How do you set up yourself for the A game in the coming 12 months and beyond? So there you have it. There's your homework. Put that State of the Union together. You've got those 3 key parts, and until next time, bring your A game or go home.